Start off by taking your attached front and back and flipping it inside out. In this case, I'm flipping it to the wrong side so I can press open the shoulder seam. You'll want to make sure that the sleeve notches are matching up so that we have the sleeve going in the right direction. It'll look a little bit like you're putting two curves opposite directions, but don't worry, once you start stitching this, it'll make more sense. You'll notice here that I have two notches to mark the back of the sleeve. This will also match up with the back of my shirt, as well as the one notch to mark the front of the sleeve that will line up with the front of the shirt. Pin from the sides and move towards the middle. This is going to be really important because the sleeve is actually built so that it's a little bit bigger than the actual armhole. That means that you'll come up with a little bit of what we call ease at the top of the sleeve, and you can see here that I'm evening it out so that even though there's a little bit of a ripple on the sleeve side, I've fit it into the actual armhole. This ease gives us a little bit more flexibility of movement when we actually attach the sleeve to the shirt. And this is really helpful because our arms move quite a bit, and this gives us that full range of motion. Showing you guys how I sew this on the machine anymore because most of you guys are comfortable with stitching the straight stitches, but I did want to show you this double row of stitching I've created here. This just goes to show you that we're reinforcing the sleeve. I've stitched 1/4 inch from the edge, which is lined up with the edge of the foot, and I've also stitched 1/2 inch away from the edge to create both of those rows. Before you get to all your finishing steps, you'll finally want to close up the shirt. In order to do this step, I'm going to actually match up the underarm seam, basically where the armpit hits, and I'm going to stitch one continuous seam from the end of the sleeve hem all the way past the armpit and down to the hem of the shirt. To create the hems, you'll want to fold the raw edge twice. The first fold will be to make sure that we ensure all the raw edges are going to be inside a stitched hem. The second fold, of course, will be the finalized and finished hem length so that you can stitch it down. You'll want to repeat the same steps to create your hems for your sleeves. In this case, I'm folding about a 1/2 inch first, and then I'm folding the second time a full inch for the hems of my sleeves. I'm doing this inside out so that it's easier for me to also see what that actual hem length looks like. Once I've gotten everything stitched, I want to make sure I turn everything inside out and lay everything nice and flat, and then do one final press of the entire garment. This just makes sure that it looks neat and professional for my portfolio.